because most of you are here involved in it, and I'm going to make a couple suggestions to you. One, many of you don't know why you're doing it. That's pretty brash of him. Let's see if I can prove it. And secondly, you need to know something from the company, because I think it's important to hear from the company. See, let me deal with that first, because the worst thing that I can think of to have you do is to put in the hours and the work, and it is work, to build yourself a network marketing organization and then have the company fail you. That would be terrible. It happened to me. It happened to Tarl. It happened in the company that Alec was with, so we've had a taste of it. So our commitment to you is, and we talk about this, I would say, once a week. We say our job, and it keeps adding up. We started at 50,000, then we got to 75. Our job now is the responsibility for keeping this business rock solid for, are you ready? The 200,000 ambassadors that are now involved. So everything we do at Plexus is with you in mind. We tell you, you are our partners, and we want you to truly take it that way. I got a phone call from a lady sitting in the front row, and she said, I don't really want to complain, but I just, well, maybe there's something I should tell you that's going wrong in the field. And I said, I don't want you to know who it is. I said, Patty. She's going to kill me for that. I said, you're our partners. Here's a rule. We have no room for silent partners. I'll tell you something, your executive team can fix a lot of problems, and we're doing it every day, and we've got a great staff helping us. But here's a rule. We can't fix it if we don't know it's broke. Now, we don't go out looking for problems. Boy, they seem to find their way to our doorstep every day. But if you're out there and you're seeing something not working right, or, you know, what if they would just do this? I wonder why they do that. How come they? Start with your upline. Ask them. They may have the answer for it. But if it comes to the point, you say, you know, they said we were partners. As a good partner, I'm going to let them know this and see if there's something we can do about it. Because this is what's happening all the time. People are coming to us with ideas to get either new products, to get new ways of presenting, to stop in at new cities that we haven't been to figure out new ways to explain things. And all that's doing for us is making the company stronger and stronger and stronger. Because our promise to you is that you can take your saddle, throw it on this Plexus horse, and ride off into the sunset. That's what we want to be able to do for you. So let me tell you about freedom. I'm not going to tell you how we came up with this, but I'm going to ask you to think about one of the freedoms that comes with this business. It's called financial freedom. And it means different things to different people. But let me tell you why this business is so special. Tarl and I and Alec talk and we say, this perhaps is the last bastion of free enterprise for the average person. I mean, think about it. Where can you start in business without having to give up your full-time job for less than $500 and inside of 6 months be making $5,000 a month? It's happened. It happens every day here. So from that point of view, this is an opportunity that is only, the kind of opportunity is only available to wealthy people. But network marketing makes it available to people who want to start out at a small scale and build and build and build, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make it so that you get paid fairly every step along the way. And there's a reason why we're doing all this. We want you to get financial freedom. Let me explain this. If you have one of those things called a JOB, just over broke, there's a problem with it. It's very challenging to become financially independent with a JOB. Why? Because the key to financial success is two things. One, to have no restriction on the amount of money you could earn, and to have it earned without your direct involvement. Financial freedom. Now, I don't say all of you are going to have this luck, but I know one couple that was out, he was shooting possum. Hit the ground and up come bubbling crude. Yes, he had to shoot the weapon. He had to hit the right spot, and up came the crude. Now look what happened to him. After they moved to Beverly Hills, they had royalty money coming in. Did they have to do anything more? No. Did it just keep on coming? You're darn right it did. Well, you have a similar opportunity here, but you've got to recognize that that's what it's all about. See, if you have a job, you've got two restrictions on you right away. The first restriction is there's only so many hours you can work during a day. So you got a limit on your income there. But it's also somebody says, I'm only prepared to pay you this much money. You say, well, I'm really good, I've been here a long time. Well, okay about that. The next time you go, he says, you know what? You're gone because I can hire 2 people at half your wages. I'll be way better off. So there's always this is the problem with the JOB. It is restrictive in terms of the number of hours, so you can't earn a whole bunch, and you can't earn a whole bunch because there's only so much the person is prepared to pay you. That isn't true with network marketing. Now, you got to do some work in the beginning. But I'm telling you, that work in the beginning is well worth it. It's like this. It takes 100 horsepower to get your Plexus car up to 100 miles an hour. But once you get it up there, you can keep it going for 15 horsepower, 10 horsepower. In other words, you don't have to be putting in full time at it. Now, some people do, and it just keeps growing and growing. But I remember one fellow who joined my organization. He was in real estate. He said, let me tell you about real estate, which I thought was a pretty good profession, because it, could make lots of money and everything. He said, when I go on a holiday in real estate, he says, I have to pay someone to work my listings. If new listings come in while I'm away, they all steal them, they being his fellow salespeople. And he says, now I got the cost of the holiday, and I come back and I got no income. He said, with Plexus, you build up your organization, you go off on a holiday, your group is wanting to do the same thing with you. So they're out working, and they're out working, and their people are out working, and everybody's doing their part. And he said, I come back off the holiday with none of the stress that I had before, and guess what? My check is bigger. My organization has grown. So I'm going to suggest to you a lovely term. I want you to think about it in terms of what is possible here. I call it, one of my favorite terms when I'm ever talking about network marketing is called sleep money. Sleep money. That is the money that you make while you're sleeping. I'm going to suggest to you that if you want to get true financial freedom, you have to work towards getting the sleep money. Somebody says, what's sleep money? Well, do you have any money in a bank account? Yeah, I got $1,000. Okay, when that collects interest, do you have to do anything? No. You had to get the $1,000 into the bank, but the bank is paying you the interest. You see, it isn't involving your direct time.